I built around a unique spear that gives your summoned skeleton rogues cracked out poison damage and crazy health leech. Is lethal concentration a secret S tier powerhouse, or is it just another weird experiment that should have stayed buried in the tomb? Let's find out. Now, lethal concentration is new. It's been lurking in the loot pool for a while, but despite being around, barely any builds have surfaced that tap into its full effect. That smelled suspicious, so naturally I dove in face first like a skeleton into a poison puddle to find out why. You can get this spear from random monster drops, using a Rune of Ascendancy on a base spear, farming unique spear prophecies in Circle of Fortune, or even sniping it from some poor soul in the bazaar who doesn't know its potential. It has a 25% chance to drop with 1 legendary potential, 2.7% for 2 LP, and anything beyond that, basically lottery ticket odds. The level requirement is 58, so you can start using it right when things start getting juicy in the endgame. And here's the thing that makes this weapon so interesting. It applies your own increased poison damage to your skeleton rogues and falcon. Not just normally, but with increased effectiveness. Yup, your poison stats are now their poison stats, just juiced up, so if you stack poison damage, your skeleton rogues become plague delivering machines. And it doesn't stop there, it also gives them absurd poison health leech. These little dudes heal off every dot tick and are basically immortal mosquitoes. Oh, and the spear gives plus levels to throwing minion skills, even more bang for the buck, since adding the rogues in the summon skeleton tree gives the skill a throwing tag. I went the necromancer route, partly because I love having a lot of minions, but mostly because I wanted to see how far I could push this spear synergy with skeleton rogues. You unlock summon skeleton very early in the game, and from there I started building towards the skeleton rogue node. These bad boys are fast, aggressive, and with the right setup, lethally efficient. I started with the usual suspects to level up: skeletons, skeletal mages, golem, and wraiths. Once I hit level 58, I equipped the spear and started testing different combos. Rip blood for the blood infusion buff, giving our minions 15% more damage, increased attack speed and health leech. Tried it. I also tried bone curse to buff minions with 50% more physical damage with the merciless node, giving them flat damage reflect with the spiked bones node, and apply these buffs at 200% effectiveness for my golem with the barbed construct node. This is absolutely a great way to build, but even with those buffs, the gameplay didn't quite click for me. It felt like something was missing. Then I tried summon volatile zombie. Now, before we proceed with that, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you have enjoyed this video so far. It's also possible to join the channel as a member with exclusive perks, and this is the ultimate way to support me as a creator. Thank you for all your support. I highly appreciate it. Now, let me tell you, the summon volatile zombie skill was it. Explosive meatbags of chaos, synergizing perfectly with the poison setup through Army of Rot. Plus, they generate ward and low survivability, and their 16% kill threshold is a boss melter. Suddenly, the build came alive. Explosions everywhere, poison stacking like it was Black Friday, and the rogue boys just slicing through everything in the path. But wait, we're not done. The final secret weapon, Aura of Decay. This skill is usually associated with slowly melting yourself into goo, but with some clever specking, I turned it into a minion buff center. Plague Bearers giving 100% minion poison chance, Infectious Bones giving 75% increased minion poison damage, Vulnerability where enemies lose 15% poison resistance, and then Fume Weaver, where enemies lose 1% poison resistance per your intelligence. And since I stacked intelligence like an overachiever at mage school, we're talking about almost 100% poison resistance reduction on enemies from this alone. That's not just good, that's illegal. So you might be wondering, alright, this sounds great on paper, but can it actually deliver on high corruption? Short answer, yes. Long answer, oh, absolutely yes. Now, if you're one of the early viewers of this video, just know that I will soon be posting the full final build guide in a separate video, so make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for that. And if it's already out by the time you watch this, you can find a link to this build guide video in the video description. I'm currently at 528 corruption with this build, and it's still slicing through echoes like it's trimming undead hedges. The clearing is great, the survivability is smooth, and the minions, basically unkillable poison hurricanes. I even felt like doing Aberroth with this build, the Void's final obstacle. You know, the guy who usually turns builds into mulch? Not this time. Between Aura of Decay's debuffs, the zombies going crazy, and my skeleton rogues leeching health faster than you can say dot tick, Aberroth fell like a soggy log in the swamp. I might even consider going for the Uber version with this. I just love skeleton rogues with this spear. They don't just survive boss fights, they ignore them. They're getting poisoned, cursed, and stomped on, and still end up healthier than I am after 8 hours of editing videos. I might never go back. So, is lethal concentration a meme? Nope. This thing is the real deal. It's not just viable, it's fun, it's powerful, and if you're into mini builds with a twist, it'll be right up your alley. If you found this video as satisfying as watching the rogues outleech every Aberroth attack, give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and even join as a member for exclusive perks. And if you want to see all my last Epoch build guides, click on the video card showing on the screen right now, or see all of my videos by going to the channel page.